Hi, and welcome to another edition of Senior Spotlight here at USC Aiken. I'm your host, Morgan Lifshay, and joining us today is Sheila Walsh from the women's volleyball team. Sheila, the first question I want to ask you is about why you chose USC Aiken.
I chose USC Aiken because it's close to home, but not too close. It's only like 2 hours from Charlotte, which is where I'm from. And when I came on my visit, everyone was so welcoming, and I automatically felt part of the family. So it was a nice feeling.
Oh, that's great. What's your major?
I'm an English major.
And why did you choose English?
Well, I've always wanted to be an English major since high school, but I didn't think it was practical, so I just chose like business and psychology, but that was not for me. So I finally went to what I loved, and it was English. I just love reading and writing and analyzing text, and it's really interesting to me.
Good. And now, have you always played volleyball?
Yes. I tried to play other sports, but I cried at all of them, and so I finally did volleyball, and I didn't cry. My parents were like, "We're staying with this. She's doing volleyball." So that's pretty much why I'm playing volleyball now. Yeah.
And are you involved in anything else on campus?
No, I don't really have time to be involved in anything else. I have to read a lot of stuff for my major, and then I'm playing volleyball, and if I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping, so it's pretty boring.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't sound boring to me. It sounds very busy. Okay. Another question I wanted to ask you is, what is something that we don't know about you already?
I moved around a lot as a kid. I was born in Arizona. I spent a few years there, and then I moved to Nevada and Georgia and Florida and Colorado, and then finally South Carolina. So I've been all over the United States.
And do you still travel everywhere? Do you go back to those places that you've lived?
I went back to Arizona to visit family 2 summers ago, and then I've been to Colorado a few times for volleyball tournaments, but mostly I just stay in the South and visit some family, but that's about it.
I think you'll stay here, or maybe not.
No, I want to go back to the West, but I want to be practical, so I don't want to just go out there and be homeless. I want to actually have a job there and have a life there and stuff. So
what are your plans after graduation?
I think I'm going to get my master's degree in maybe gender studies or something with women's literature, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards getting a master's in something. So
okay. Good for you. Sheila, what is some kind of advice that you would give a new student or a new player?
Probably time management. I mean, that's something that everyone tells everybody coming to college and high school and stuff, but I have definitely learned to manage my time, and I'm still learning that. I'm a senior now, and so I actually just did a project today that's due tomorrow, so I'm not really good at it now, but if you can learn time management skills as soon as possible, it'll work out for you in the end.
I think as a college student, we all tend to be a little bit last minute.
Yeah, I'm not really proud of that, but I've done some crazy things.
You live and you learn. Yeah. One last question I'd like to ask you. How do you want to be remembered by your peers?
Hopefully as some kind of leader. I mean, I've always wanted to be a leader, but I've struggled with confidence and having the confidence in myself to be a leader, but I think this year I really stepped up, but I'm hoping that everyone remembers that part of me and not the part of me that just cries a lot on the court.
Well, Sheila, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm Morgan Lifshay. We'll see you next time.